Motherboard. Let's start with the motherboard, which is the backbone of the computer. This is where all the other components connect and communicate with each other. The motherboard includes the CPU socket, RAM slots, expansion slots, and other important components. The motherboard is the main circuit board in a computer. It's the backbone of the system, connecting and communicating with all the other components in the computer, and ensuring that they work together properly. Here are some key components that are typically found on a motherboard. CPU socket. The CPU socket is the slot where the processor, CPU, is installed. It connects the CPU to the rest of the system, and determines which type of processor the motherboard can support. RAM slots. The RAM slots are where the memory, RAM, is installed. RAM is used to temporarily store data that the CPU is actively using, and the number of RAM slots on a motherboard determines how much memory the computer can support. Expansion slots. Expansion slots allow you to add additional components to your system, such as a dedicated graphics card or sound card. These slots are typically G or PC, and the number and type of slots on a motherboard determine how many and what type of expansion cards you can install. South bridge and North bridge. These are two chips on the motherboard that manage data traffic between the CPU, RAM, and other components. The South bridge manages data traffic between the CPU and other peripherals, while the North bridge manages data traffic between the CPU and the RAM. CMOS battery. The CMOS battery is a small battery on the motherboard that provides power to the CMOS chip, which stores important system settings, such as the date and time. There are many different types of motherboards available, with different features and specifications. When choosing a motherboard, it's important to consider the type of CPU you want to use, the amount of RAM you need, and the number and type of expansion cards you plan to install.